driving. Oh, like a dog in the street.
Everyone, welcome in. Twin City Sports Talk. This is day 2 of full team practices for the Twins, and it has already started going down the mountain.
The ship has a hole already. It's
Yes.
filling up. We're going down, people. It's started.
2 days in, people. Before we get to what we're talking about, which everyone has already heard of, let's get our sponsor read out there. Kitchen Wise, Closet Wise. Again, it's a family-owned, operated business serving the Twin Cities and the areas around it. If you're ready to truly maximize your space, they are the team to know. They specialize in creating the custom solutions for pantries, garages, and kitchens and closets and more. They transform underused or cluttered spaces into something both beautiful and highly functional. What sets them apart is their smart layouts, quality materials, and custom designs that make the most of every inch. If you want the storage spaces that work better for you, Kitchen Wise and Closet Wise are your people to call. Call or go to their website. Their phone number is right there, kitchenwise.com. Tell them Twin Cities Sports Talk sent you. And thank you for sponsoring Kitchen Wise, Closet Wise. All right, people. It's not confirmed, but Jeremy Zoll did come out and say Pablo
Essentially
Lopez,
confirmed.
yes, he said has significant tearing in his UCL, which for anyone that knows baseball good enough or sports, the UCL means the classic Tommy John surgery. So
Yeah, I don't
Pablo
want to give
Lopez,
you any false sense of hope because this is exactly what happened with Garrett Cole last year. Around this time, him and his UCL decided it didn't really want to work anymore. So then he got tested, and then obviously, as we know, he was out. So
yeah, Jeremy Zoll saying significant tearing. So
yeah,
Pablo Lopez will be shut down for the season based on this. I think he's having another evaluation tomorrow. And so tomorrow we will get the official news of Pablo Lopez being out for the season. This sucks. This really sucks.
It is terrible.
I mean,
but I will say, so let's say this isn't season ending. Would you almost rather have him be shut down for the season and just not even risk it? Because, I mean, you got to assume he's going to have some surgery, whether it's full-on Tommy John's or not. Like, what if that puts him back to, like, let's say, end of July, middle of August? Like, would you even want him to come back at that point?
So would he have to get, like, another surgery after the season then?
I mean, I guess it would all depend on the healing.
Because usually I feel like when you see that type of thing where guys get, like, the short-term fix so they can come back, I feel like they get the rest of it done in the offseason.
Usually at the end of the year they patch it up, which, I mean, then probably would be a similar case next year, but probably looking at May, June.
To be honest, like, we've talked highly on the Twins for these moves they're making. They're adding a lot of veterans to the bullpen, but if you're being completely realistic, the Twins are not going to win the World Series this year. And so if it was going to be any year, maybe next year, because there's going to be probably a lockout into the league, and there might be a salary cap enforced and just a bunch of other stuff to help out these smaller market teams. So if you did the short-term fix, I'm assuming it would have to have it settled in the offseason, like next offseason. And then you might not be ready for the start of next year. But if there was a Twins team that could make a run, I feel like it would be next year's team. This team the young guys aren't proven yet. This is a year where you could see a Brooksley, Luke Keyshaw really take a big step, maybe an Austin Martin, because he's still young and he's been playing way better the more MLB experience he's had. But even Matt Wallner in some cases. But I think a lot of us have given up 50% on Matt Wallner for me. But either way, like, next year could be the year. So to answer your question, I think I'd probably just do the whole Tommy John this year.
That's kind of what
if there was that decision, but because, and I think it's definitely going to be the Tommy John because it is the significant tearing. That's the only thing we've gotten right now, but yeah. So tomorrow we will get the news.
Just call the kettle black, like or tell it as it is. It's it's going to be Tommy John's. Whether you do the short-term fix or the long-term fix, I mean,
Yeah.
like you're saying, I would go for the long-term fix. I think, it's just
and
it's unfortunate, but
moving on from this, like going forward, what do the Twins have to do? Are they going to sign someone? Or we've talked a lot about the Twins' depth at starting pitching. 'Cause right now, with bringing in Taj Bradley for Griffin Jack's last offseason, everyone else healthy for right now, knock on wood. All you would have to do is probably just bring up Zebby Matthews, who had basically a full year with you last year. He will not have as bad of a year as he did last year. Last year, there was a lot of growing pains. He got hit around.
oh yeah,
So,
it's
Zebby, throughout his whole entire minor league career, pounded the zone with strikes. He's a huge strike thrower, strikeout. He doesn't walk many guys, but when he gets to MLB, if you're throwing strikes 70% of the time, you're going to get hit around because guys know how to put bat to ball. So that's the problem. You have to adjust, and I think he would have adjusted nicely if he got a full year, but now there's a chance he will. So where do the Twins go? Do they stick with Zebby and then have a Joe Ryan, Bailey Ober, Taj Bradley, Simeon Woods Richardson, Zebby rotation, which still is better than probably 10 teams out there I could name? It would drop off a big hill without Pablo, but there is still some starting pitching names on the free agent market, though, that I'll actually just pop up right now just for us to look at quick.
We got to trust Tom, people.
Yeah. We got
Trevor Plouffe better be right here.
Yeah, Trevor Plouffe talked to Tom Pohlad and said Twins fans trust him, so we'll see. But one name that does intrigue me that Tom really loves bringing in these former Twins, Liam Hendricks, Taylor Rogers, Zach Littell is sitting right here.
It's in the stars right there.
And Zach Littell would realistically become your 3 right away. I think he'd slide in above Taj Bradley. Probably. But Zach Littell has been consistently one of the just most average, consistent pitchers in the league in the past 3 years. I think the last 3 or 4 years he has an ERA each year below 3.4. So he gets some strikeouts, not those huge strikeout numbers, but he is consistently a very good pitcher. Not great, just a good pitcher all around. This would be a fantastic move. And it would go against, and here's the thing, now that Pablo is out, that takes a big toll on your chance to win the division no matter what. And so you could just treat this as a year all right, now that Pablo is out, get Zebby more time, get him more comfortable, because if you want to contend next year, Zebby could be a piece of that, or a David Festa. So there's so many ways the Twins can go about this right now, but Zach Littell would be a good name. And if you go down, I'm not going to go over these lefties, Patrick Corbin, Nestor Cortez, but Lucas Giolito seems to be losing a little bit more money each day that he's still on the free agent market.
Which I don't really understand why he hasn't been signed. His stuff is great. So there's clearly got to be some either physicality, or maybe he's just a pain in the clubhouse that we don't know of. But
yeah, definitely.
He's great with Boston last year.
Yeah, really good resurgence year. You're right. Yeah, had a really good year. But he originally wanted 3 years, $76 million, which would have been the $24.5 million per year or something like that. But now I feel like it just keeps. I mean, that's a little bit high in my opinion, for a guy who had the one resurgence year. But a couple years before that in a row where he was honestly unpitchable for a major league team. I feel like it's a little bit over the top. So I think he's dropping down the contract standpoint here. But a few other ones, Chris Flexen, former Blue Jay, Marcus Stroman, Max Scherzer, all former Blue Jays there, right? Stroman was a Blue Jay at one point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so all former Blue Jays there. Wouldn't that be funny? See Scherzer in a Twins jersey. That would be something to tell me 10 years ago.
Honestly, I don't know. That wouldn't be a super shocking move, I don't think.
Yeah, definitely not shocking for anyone that's a real Twins fan. Tony Gonsolin. I saw that, Walker Buehler just signed today or yesterday with San Diego.
Yep.
Yeah, I honestly really only see like two options. They could either go kind of all in again and go get Lucas Giolito, or I think the realistic one that I think I could really actually possibly see is
Mhm.
Zach Littell. Um, and actually, while we're on the topic of Zach Littell, I'm gonna read off his stats the past did I say 3 years? I think he's been pretty consistent.
Yeah, he hasn't been horrible by any means because that was he bounced
Hmm.
around for the A's and the Rays, right? Last
The Rays
couple
and the Reds. He got traded
Rays and
last
Reds.
deadline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Yep. So to read his stats, last year obviously bounced between two teams, had a total ERA of 3.81 between the two, so still a good average MLB starter. 2024, he had a 3.63 ERA with a WHIP of 1.25, so not a bad WHIP at all. 141 strikeouts in the 156 innings. So, but then he had a bit of a rough year. Well, in 2023, he was also bouncing between he was on Boston, and that's the year he got traded to the Rays. He had a total ERA of 3.93, so good there. 2022 with the Giants was really bad. He had a 5 ERA. But before that, in 2021, he had a 2.92 ERA. In 2019 with the Twins, had a 2.68 ERA. That was as a reliever, though. So he transitioned to a starter at the tail end of his after the Giants, I think. But either way, he's been very consistent. I think that's Tom loves his former Twins.
Mm-hmm.
That would be I would love that move. You'd stay maybe in
Oh yeah,
contention
I
for the
wouldn't hate that
division.
at all.
Yeah. But it's very tough. What if percentage wise, where do you think that the scale tips between either Zach Littell or Zebby Matthews / David Festa stepping into that fifth role again?
Oh god, I forgot about Festa. Honestly,
Yeah. It's
as
literally
like
50-50 in my opinion.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I see us taking the cheap ass way and just sticking with Zebby and Festa, which is fine. Like you said, like we're not gonna go win the World Series this year,
Mhm.
and if we do, then we can talk. That'll be a different topic.
Yeah.
But I feel like you gotta entrust with the young guys this year.
Yeah.
Like you have to let them prove themselves. So after this whole lockout is done, you know exactly what you need to do and where to get it from.
Yeah.
Whether that be the farm system or you have to go and trade or free agents. Because, I mean, it is, I will say, a lot of what ifs currently because we don't know what's going to happen after this season.
Yeah.
Whether
Very
it's a
wishy-washy.
cap or if it's just a floor or if it's just a cap. Like, I don't know, but I could just see us again beating around the money and just sticking with the young guys. Which again,
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind it still. Like it's still like Jack said, get him some time, get him more reps, get him on the mound in a major league setting. It always helps everyone out. Just more reps, more reps. Because
yeah.
I mean, Simeon Festa, Sim, Festa, and Zebby are all 24 years old. Simeon obviously has the most time in the major leagues, but Zebby had like 90 innings last year in the MLB. Festa's had a good run a little bit. He got injured last year, kind of lost the spot to Zebby. And we were in a spot where both of these guys could start out the year in AAA, dominate there, and then work their way up. But now that Pablo is out, it definitely opens up the spot that it's going to be fun. Now we're in a spring training situation where it's going to be fun seeing those two when they start or when they pitch in a game. I feel like if Festa pitches really well, he might get that spot. I think it's Zebby's spot to lose right now, but if Zebby doesn't pitch well in spring training and Festa does, I think Festa's going to take it from him because right now this team is, again, to the national media, not going to be very competitive. If people actually see the team as at the core as a whole, they have playmakers at a lot of spots, a good pitching staff. So this team is they're a lot of spots are open, and it's basically a free for all here at spring training. Left field spot completely open. Matt Wallner, he's not in the clear because he's been terrible. So that fifth spot is just the same. And I want to talk about this too. We've all this entire offseason, ever since we started this podcast, we've been talking about how Cody Funderburk is like he had a great end of the season, had like a 1.4 ERA, completely unhittable, had strikeouts, didn't walk a lot of guys, was really, really good. But now that they've signed all these veterans, Cody Funderburk's not even in a spot where he's secured a spot, because now you have Cole Sands, Taylor Rogers, you have Bonda, and then who's the other? Chafin will probably get a spot because he's still pumping a 3 ERA every year. Last year he had like a 2.92, so that's a spot for him. That's 4. Justin Topa, and then Liam Hendricks probably going to get a spot. He's on the bubble with how many veterans are now in the bullpen. But yeah, Cody Funderburk, and then I'm missing Eric Orsi. Eric Orsi's that other righty we got from the Rays. All of these guys have MLB experience now. Funderburk, that's 8 guys if people were counting at home. Usually the Twins keep 7 bullpen spots. So it's either Liam Hendricks or Funderburk.
I don't think you're gonna send down Funderburk unless
you don't think so.
No, I think he's pretty safe. Even if his spring training is abysmal, I think he's pretty safe for the time being. I mean, he proved it with us last year. We sold the entire team pretty damn near, and he came out and performed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I feel like, I mean, yes, you have a new manager, but still, like, that shouldn't go unheard.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's so. My question is, if you keep Funderburk, which righty? Because you're not going to send down Chafin, Bonda, or Rogers. You'd have 4 lefties in the pen, which would be really fun. I'd love to see that, and I think there's a high possibility of it. But it's either Orsi or Liam Hendricks that you send down. I would prefer to keep Hendricks.
Yeah, me too. You keep that veteran arm 9 times out of 10.
Yeah. And Hendricks has not been like reliable, and he hasn't been great really at all the past like 2 seasons, but that's coming off just of like beating cancer and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, just to start at least, just keep him up there and see what he can do. And you can bring back Orsi anytime. Because, well, I guess the other thing with this is I guess Hendricks did sign a minor league contract, so he could be sent down without having to be DFA'd or whatever that whole process is. But Orsi has minor league options. I think he has 2 left. So either way, that's probably the move that they will make. But look at that, a complete veteran. I mean, if you want to count Cole Sands and Funderburk, not veterans, but they've had MLB experience. So yeah, bullpen is set now. It's fun, but yeah, there's that starting pitcher spot that's open now, which really stinks. But got to deal with it. Got to deal with it.
Part of the game, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. There's your Pablo talk, people. So we'll probably talk about it more now because we are going to be doing more like opening day lineup predictions kind of halfway through spring training and stuff. First game is now 4 days away. So I'm excited. Jack's excited. Everyone should be excited. Very, very excited. And the World Baseball Classic starts in like 2.5 weeks from now. So there we go. All right. Everyone knows what time it is. This is a game we play with 2 people called 15 Questions. I'm going to spin this wheel. It's going to land on one of these leagues. Jack and I, we have to get a player, any player throughout the league, from 15 seconds from when the league lands on it. And then we have to ask each other questions to determine what that person's player is. And we have 15 questions to do so. Yeah. And standings, Bruce is 4-0. 2 wins against Trevor, 2 wins against Jack.
It's all right, Trevor. I'll avenge us here.
Jack looking for his first win. Here's the league. All right. NHL again. All right. We got to do it. Jack and I have played. This is our 3rd game, and
we've only done NHL.
Yeah, only done NHL. So, all right. Now we're going to pick a player in about 15 seconds here. And then we will get to it. Although my phone's being really slow. I like having the dude's stats pulled up in his career because it's easy to Yeah. Yep. All right. That guy's too easy.
I wouldn't complain.
I'm giving you McDavid.
Perfect.
All right. All right, and then I'll be tracking the number of questions we spit out here. All right, I got my guy.
Yep, me too.
All right. Jack, you shoot the first question.
East or West?
Yeah, we got to start out with that. But it has to be a yes or no question.
Is your guy in the East?
No. Is my guy in the
really?
East?
No.
Wow, all right.
Is your guy in the... You know what? That's dumb, just asking that right away. I gotta think of something.
You're trying to think of a fun question to ask?
Yeah, because I mean,
Okay.
there's an obvious one that we could go to next, but that's stupid. We
Yeah,
can't
the
be doing
divisions.
that every single time.
Yeah.
Is your team located in the Midwest area? So I'd say
No.
nope. Okay.
Is my team an animal mascot?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna reverse it with that one. Wait, nope. I lied.
Oh my. Mine is not an animal. Okay.
Is your mascot? Well, I guess I shouldn't say mascot, but is your team named after like a standing? So like, or not
standing.
a title. So like, the Golden Knights, the Kings, the
So like
Blackhawks, the
like a thing? Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. Yes.
it is.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Is my team on the east side of the United States?
No.
Okay.
I had to think about that one for a second.
Okay. There's 3 questions, people.
Yep.
There's 3.
What was my second one? God, I'm totally blanking again. That was the
I
California
can't tell
one,
you.
right?
I'm not telling you. I play dirty here.
Yeah, clearly. Jesus.
I need to play dirty. I got to keep my undefeated streak alive.
Does your player play in Canada?
No.
Okay.
Does my player play in Canada?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They do.
And he's not an animal. All right, I got to think of Canadian teams in the West. Jack is stumped. Absolutely stumped.
I am. Okay. Is your player in the Pacific?
No. I thought we weren't asking the division question. Is my player an Oiler?
No.
All right. There's 5.
Does your player happen to play with Jake Ottinger?
No, he does not.
Okay.
Did I get you with my smile?
No.
Okay. Is my player a Winnipeg Jet?
Perhaps.
Okay.
Is your player a Chicago Blackhawk?
No. Chicago's in the Midwest.
No, I'm talking about the title. The Blues, Mammoth, and Avalanche are not titles. Or never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
Okay, this title thing, I don't get this title thing. Like,
Okay,
I
just
really don't.
disregard it then. It's fine.
Okay, I really don't get what you mean by titles. All right, is it my turn or yours?
It's your turn.
Oh, okay. Is my player a defenseman?
No.
Okay. There's 7 questions.
Does your player currently reside on a team in the top half of the division?
I'm gonna have to check. I think
So
so.
it's Colorado,
Yes.
us.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Is my player in the Olympics right now?
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
That's 8 guesses. I got a guess loaded up.
I know you do. So I gotta rip it here. Is your player Logan Cooley?
No.
Damn.
No, it's not. Is
I
my
just
player
had a...
is my player Kyle Connor?
No.
All right. Well, I think I know the next guess. All
Yep.
right.
Pretty tough one.
Oh boy.
Okay. Could have been. So it's either Colorado. I guess it could be us, couldn't it?
I'm gonna help you out here. You asked Midwest, and I said no.
That's true. But does Colorado consist of the Midwest for you?
No,
No, it
it does
doesn't.
not. No.
Okay, I was gonna.
I count the Midwest like the Dakotas. down to,
Dakotas
like,
to Chicago.
Yeah.
That's
basically.
what I consider the Midwest.
Yeah.
Because
when you get to like Wyoming and stuff, I feel like that's just the mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
Mountains,
That's
Montana.
fair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you have to take another shot in the dark.
Dude,
here
I
because-
have to. I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Oh God, actually, I'm like,
Well, Bruce is getting that 5-0 start.
yeah, you're gonna if I don't get this. Okay. Is your player Cale Makar?
No.
I figured that was a long
No,
shot.
it is not. Is your
Wonder who he's gonna guess.
player Dylan? Connor Hellebach?
Yes, it is.
There we go. In 10 guesses, Bruce gets Connor Hellebach from the Jets. Do you want to know who your player was?
Yep.
Your player was Clayton Keller.
Oh God.
What's
Yeah, that
wrong
would
with
probably-
that?
That would have probably taken me 11 or 12 to get him.
I mean, he's probably the second most known guy on Utah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I was really in the Colorado after I guessed Logan Cooley there.
I thought when you guessed Cooley, I thought there was a chance you were going to stick with I thought your mind was on Utah, and I'm like,
Mhm. Well, it was. It was there
Yeah.
for a second.
oh, I know.
Could've just-
But, mhm.
Cooley being a gopher and everything. I just
Mhm.
had a weird feeling you could have picked him.
Yeah. All
Well,
right.
Trevor, I tried.
All right. Bruce starts out 5-0. I'm going to refer to myself in the third person because it makes Jack mad. Bruce wins again. All
Holy
right, people.
cringe.
We have a couple Vikings things to get to. A couple weird Vikings things. Well, one is weird, and I'm going to start out with it right now. Apparently, we know nothing about this, but Adam Farrell, NFL insider, reporting former Vikings GM
I like
Kwesi
it.
Adofo-Mensah is considering filing a class action lawsuit against the Vikings. We do not know what this could be for or really anything about
Does he want his? What is he going to sue us for? His horrible drafting? You're not getting
Lewis
those picks
Lewis Seen got hurt. He would have been good.
back. Yeah, you're not getting those picks back, buddy.
Oh gosh.
Go to Cleveland. Go to Cleveland where you belong.
Yeah.
With the Browns.
Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing else out about
The
this.
Browns,
people,
I guess,
so.
need better drafting too.
Yeah, well, they draft better than us in the past 4
That's
years.
true. So yeah, you can learn something better from them.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what this could be for. I really don't know. I tried thinking about it a little bit more before we got on. Like I can't put a finger on it. We're gonna pay more attention to it. More news will come out about it if he's actually going through with this. It's just we don't know anything about it. We just wanted to bring it up and
yeah, I know. I saw that this morning. I was kind of just sitting there like, what?
Yeah.
Why? Like, I don't know. I feel like
you're that mad that your horrible drafts got you fired.
Yeah,
baby.
like holy petty.
Yeah.
Okay, let's be real. Like, Quessy's just gonna get another job somewhere else. Like, I mean, he had talent. Like, I mean, his free agent signings were great for the most part.
But that's the thing. I've made this point. Like, free agent is just giving people money. Like the
but
Vikings
you have to
had so much
convince
money.
them too. You have to.
I know, but
them why.
that's the thing, though. The
You know?
Vikings have like the best facilities in the NFL, like ranked second among like the players' graded choice and stuff. Like he had it made for him. They have Brian Flores and Kevin O'Connell.
True.
Like he didn't have to do anything, in my opinion. Like I take the free agent stuff with a grain of salt because one, it's just handing people money. Yes, you have to convince them, but when you have like the nicest facilities in the NFL, and then on top of it, you have like maybe one of the best defensive coordinators in the league, obviously, and then still a really good offensive mind as much as people want to criticize it. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but
It's weird. I'm curious to see what's gonna succumb from this.
Yeah. And then the next Vikings thing I wanted to talk about is, so if people don't know, like, June 1st in the NFL is like the last day to send a June 1st like tender to unsigned restricted free agents who are offered a right of first refusal.
Whatever the hell that means.
I know a little bit about this, but either way, like the Vikings obviously have to shed a bunch of money, okay? And there's a difference in some of these contracts cutting people before and after the June 1st deadline. And here's the list of like the top cut candidates, I could say, being like Hawkinson, Hargrave, Aaron Jones, and Ryan Kelly. So and this is both of them are coming out even. So pre June 1st. So like anytime from March 11th to June 1st, Ryan Kelly, if you cut him before June 1st, you would save $5.4 million rather than cutting him after June 1st. So it's kind of like the stuff you got to figure out before training camp to add some more money to the team. Aaron Jones, if you cut him pre-June 1st, you would save $1.2 million, which isn't a ton in the NFL, but it's something. You could sign a guy somewhere with that kind of money, but you save that much rather than cutting him after June 1st. Javon Hargrave is $600,000 saved, so that's really nothing. But this one's a weird one, and I don't get the qualification behind this. But TJ Hawkinson, if you were to cut him post June 1st, you would save an additional $10.7 million, because I think it is dependent on guaranteed money and all of the different. It's a lot of weird stuff, but it has to do with the amount of guaranteed money he had coming in from last year. That's on the books still until the new league year here, and until the new league year officially starts. It's a lot of weird stuff, but so if you see the Vikings draft a tight end in the first like 3 or 4 rounds in the draft, I think we all know what's coming after that. Maybe not if they sign.
Place your Kelce bets or whatever.
Yeah, no, seriously. If the Vikings, Well, especially if the Vikings, if they were to sign like Kenyon Sadiq or,
Oh my God.
draft him like round 1 or something,
Yeah.
people put your bets in right then and there, right as Sadiq is drafted, that Hawkinson will be cut before the season, because I would guarantee. But yeah, after June 1st, you would save $10.7 million more than you would if you cut him before June 1st, which I thought was very interesting.
Yeah, that is
so
impressive.
that opens up a new book into the draft here, because like I said, if you see the Vikings draft a tight end in the first 3 or 4 rounds, we all know what's coming after that. So
Yep. Yes, we do.
yeah, I thought I'd bring that up. Not a big talker, just just a little bit of news and something for people to think about there. But yeah, that's all I have today. We did the 15 questions. We're working to get a full show on here for our next snake draft of the week. This snake draft of the week coming up at some time, possibly in the future, is athletes that would make the worst best man in a wedding. I'm excited. I
got
started
my
making
number
my
1
list.
pick locked in already.
Do you? I have a feeling I can't tell you but I have a few names I've jotted down. So
Okay, just tell me what league, and I'll tell you if we're thinking
NFL.
Yep.
All right. We'll see if Jack snipes me again, because that's Jack's thing in these snake drafts.
Oh, we got to do a prediction.
Oh yeah, what the heck?
We have to do those.
Yep. We are not done. Not done.
We won't have a show up before the game tomorrow.
Yeah. So Sweden is playing right now, right, against Latvia.
Yeah, most likely they're gonna win. I think they're up. Let's check it out again.
Yeah, so the U.S. plays the winner of tonight's game going on right now between Latvia and Sweden in tomorrow's quarterfinal game. We're just assuming it's Sweden.
5-1, game over.
Okay, perfect. So Sweden wins, and now the U.S., we get to play Marcus Johansson, Joel Eriksson Ek, and 2 of the Wild goalies. It's going to be weird cheering against them. It definitely will be. These predictions might be a bit interesting here, but we're predicting now because we won't have a show up before the game is at 2, right?
Yep.
So we will have reactions to the game tomorrow, and reactions and going over Jack and my predictions from right now. But either way, just like I said, got a few stones in each bucket here. Wild players on each team. We're obviously going to be cheering for the U.S., obviously, but it might hurt seeing Jesper Wallstedt walk off the ice gingerly.
If we're not gonna win the whole thing, I'd rather lose to Sweden than Canada.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, well, also Canada's just that rivalry. You just can't lose to them.
Yeah.
Even if there wasn't people, we'd still want to lose to Sweden instead of Canada, even if there wasn't wild guys on there. But I know Joel Eriksson Ek is playing fantastic hockey right now for Sweden. I know he has a bunch of points in this Olympics, but here's our standings on the left. 60 wins for me right now. 28 points coming off of a correct hockey score prediction, which is 3 points in the points category. This is Jack's first night getting back up to 500. So we'll see if he can start that up. But
better.
Jack, you want to shoot a prediction?
Well, we're gonna win.
All right.
Sweden's good, but God, we just have a freaking super team. Like it's so fun to watch them. Wow. I do think it's going to be a lot closer than any of the other games. So I do have us win. I have us winning 5-3.
Okay. And then a player prediction.
At least 2 Wild players are going to record points.
Okay, so at least 2 Wild players. What did you say? Just record 1 point?
Record a point. Yep.
Okay. All right.
I should do that one for actual Wild games.
Yeah, why haven't you used that prediction yet?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I'm on the same wavelength. I think that honestly, like, I agree with the being closer. I really do, because Sweden is the best team we've played, the most NHLers. They just are a better built team. But I think that's also going to cause the U.S. to come out and play maybe a bit harder than they have. And I think the U.S. isn't going to take it to them, but I think I can't decide between 5-1 or 5-2. I'll go 5-2 just for some laughs here. USA wins 5-2, but I have a feeling it's going to be 5-1 again. They've won 2 games 5-1 now, but either way, I think they're going to take it to Sweden. Sweden, just like Jack said, it's a super team versus a not super team, a great team versus a super team.
Yeah.
As for my player prediction, Jack kind of sniped me with a wild thing.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah. I mean, I should have gone first because I could tell both of us were going to kind of do wild things. You kind of have to in this game.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'll do this. Sweden will play 2 goalies in this game. In some aspect, if one gets hurt, I still win this prediction. Play 2 goalies. That's what I got.
I like it.
Yeah. Hopefully it's both the Wild guys. Who's their third goalie? Do you know who their third goalie is? Okay. Yeah. Either way, there's our predictions for the game tomorrow at 2:00. And if we win this, semifinals, and then most likely Canada in the championship. So we'll just say it now. But there's our predictions for tonight. We'll be going through them tomorrow. Either way, now we are done. That's everything for this episode. I got to say, people, thanks for the support on YouTube. About to hit 600 subscribers.
Yeah, YouTube's been blowing up.
We just hit 100 subscribers on February 3rd, and it's February 17th, and we're about to hit 600. So everyone, thanks for the support.
Keep it up, people.
Really appreciate it. I will say, keep watching. We're going to be doing a Twins ticket giveaway for opening day. I've already said that on the channel here. So stay tuned. Be ready for that.
Announced soon.
Yeah, it will be announced around a month. I'm not going to say a month exactly, around a month before opening day. So kind of soon, coming up, people. But yeah, thanks for the support. Keep it coming. I want to see more comments, though. Give us some more listener GM content. Yeah, on TikTok, and Instagram. Yeah, do them all over. We like reading the comments, even the negative ones. We like the constructive criticism, we can call it. So either way, yeah. There we go. Everyone go follow. Again, like I said, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Spotify. And we will see you guys tomorrow.
See you guys.